Right, so something tells me that we're live. Not sure it is. I'm not sure what it is. I've got this strange sense that I'm live on Twitch. I'm currently broadcasting live on Twitch, but what? Like, why is that? I'm not quite sure. Oh, right, it's that text up there. Of course. I should have known. I mean, it's so obvious. Right. Albastro96 says, Guten Abend. Guten Abend, Albastro. Albastro, rather. Guten Abend, indeed. Right. So you're here, I'm here, obviously. Mr. W, Paradise, Slavic Eagle. Hello as well. Hello, says Mr. W. Yes, I hear you clicking. As can I. It is you. Maybe Ghost Lady told you. I mean, that's always a possibility, but I'm not quite sure. I mean, I haven't heard anything from her. I've heard you've got you had your encounters with her, but I myself haven't yet. I've yet to meet her. Yes. So, do you know what we'll do today? Because we're not doing OMSI 2 just yet. Maybe, probably later. But it's not, I've not opened Parallels yet. We're not doing it right now. So, I'll just tell you. We're doing Blender. I'm going to model something in Blender. And actually, I'm going to model a lighthouse in Blender, because that's for the OMSI map. And I've wanting to model one of those for that specific place on the map. Probably not, if I know Blender. Alright. So yes, I'm going to model something in Blender. So this, I'll quickly just show this. This is the Leyland National, which I've modeled. It's basically just an outside shell at the moment, right here. With Blender, I've started this, I believe November 2019, so the end of 2019. It's not finished yet. I've made it for OMSI, but I haven't imported it yet. I don't know how to import buses yet into OMSI. But that's the model so far. These beacons up here, these are just for the Dover spec one, which are in Dover. This will be a set var, so you can, if you make a repaint, you can choose whether you want these lights or not, these beacons. Same with those big door lights there. Also, you're going to be having an option between fog light bumpers and normal bumper without fog lights down there. So yes. That's basically it. Also, down here are also other destinations, basically. So, I've just put this on as the default one, because Leyland Development Team and the bus, basically. 972 Leyland National Mark 1. And this, for my map, the destination. And another one. But, yeah, basically. So yes, that's the model. Not really relevant at the moment, but I thought I'd still show it before we actually get to modeling the lighthouse. So, let's rechat. Is this class 279? I don't believe that's a real class. I don't believe that exists. I quickly look this up. BR class 279. I don't think it exists. I haven't heard of it. Nah, it doesn't exist. I've never heard of it. I mean, based on that quick search, it doesn't exist. Shell or not looks fantastic. Well, thank you a lot. Thanks a lot, Albastro. I'm glad you like it. Class 2.79. Alright, the Blender version, yeah. Hey Yes, hello. Welcome. Yes, hello. Yeah, exactly. Snap. Oh my god, hi, Albastru, says Buren OMSI. To me, a link. Blender tips and tricks. Alright. I could do that. I'm not quite sure. What are those for exactly? Avoids excess work, it says, by Roadhog, the thread. Yeah, I can't read all that at the moment. Thanks for posting it. I'm not quite sure for what it is. I think for ease, that something's easier working, from what I've seen. I'm not quite sure for what it is, but still thanks. I'll have a look at it later, probably later after stream. Or well, sometime after stream. But yes, thanks still. So do you have a plan for how to learn more about importing stuff into OMSI 2? Also 9 more days, now you've got it. Got what? I'm not sure what you mean. Firstly, now how did you find citation needed? And 2, do you have a Discord? The citation that thread that's on Fellows Film. Fellows Film is basically a forum for simulator games. So, lot of members, lot of threads. I'm also a member there. I've actually got the most posts of any member on that forum. Not sure how I got those, but yeah. And yes, it is and the one who posted that is someone who's very experienced with OMSI, knows a lot about how it works, knows how to get buses into it, and a lot of tips and tricks, tricks. He does know his way around OMSI. I think he's also worked on definitely on the London add-on. So yes. Now for the joke. Alright, the 279 one, yeah. True. I've seen CN before, but I've saved the links you've sent for Thursday. I'm not sure what you mean. Cheers. As for Discord at the moment, right. Cheers. Smeaton's Tower. Alright, yeah. Yes, that. Oh, someone's followed. Bjorn OMSI. Welcome. Hello. Thanks for boarding the bus. As it says. Yes. Welcome. Thumbs up. Yes, definitely. Hi. Hello. Stopping for a while. Yes, thank you. Welcome, Slovak. I hope you're doing well. I've currently started modeling a lighthouse for OMSI. Yes. I've just started. Hopefully, I'm not sure if we'll be able to get it in this stream. I was hoping for it, but I'm not sure. But yes, that's what I'm doing at the moment. Smeaton. Yeah, I should probably look at that, so I can maybe model it off of that. Yeah, the link didn't work because the apostrophe. 1 second. Smeaton's Tower. Right. This one. Right, I'll put this one up on this screen, on this computer, like that. Yes. I still got some things to do. Alright. Probably Central Europe, if I'm not mistaken. Keep an eye on the size of the model. Yes, I was thinking that as well. What are you making? Each grid is 1 meter times 1 meter. Yeah. I'm making a lighthouse for my OMSI 2 map. Yes. Best lighthouse, not biased. Beachy Head. Detail of the lighthouse. Is that a Brighton? Ah, East Sussex, right. So yeah, it is near Brighton. Well, somewhat. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. It looks very good. Might model it off of that. I'll compare the two. That one's got 1 stripe in the middle. That one's got 3 or 2 in the middle. Maybe we could use both for reference, but... Right. Thanks for posting that. Ooh, lighthouse, nice. Are those telephone lines? Always wanted to spend some time away from everyone at lighthouse, so someone should make a game like that, taking care of lighthouse. Yeah. Someone should have already started a game like that. Oh yeah. Someone really should have made... I mean, it could have so many possibilities. I'm sure a lot of people appreciate it if you worked on that. Oh, if someone worked on that. I meant... Detail of the right lighthouse, right. Telephone lines, I'm not sure what you mean. With which? Yeah. Actually, don't know who it could possibly be. Who has already started a game like that? I mean... Well... Yes. Who knows? I mean, I do. But yeah. I'm sure that anyone who has at least a bit of a sense of joking sarcasm, like what that basically, the whole premise of that, who at least has a bit of a grasp on that, would probably know who that is. Who is working on that. I mean, based on their messages in the chat. I mean, if it's someone from the chat, obviously. Right. How tall should this be? So that's 1 meter, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 meters. I'm not sure. That should be high enough, I think. Is that too high, 10 meters? It looks a bit small. Let's do it like this. Like that. Actually, I mean the 2 cables that are going off to the left in the pic. Are you keeping an eye on the size, base width as well? Yeah, I'm not sure how wide they are in real life. The height depends on if the tower is at the water level, or if it's up on some cliffs or something. Yeah, it is up on a few rocks. Yeah, the water level will probably be around there. So right here, well, there, I'd say. The toilet is the far other way you can see it. Yeah, that's true. I could just model it like this, and then import it when I'm done with the shape, and then resize it afterwards. That's always an option. like this. Perhaps do some research. Yeah, that is a good suggestion. Also, only barely related, Katisark. The ship. Right. Did it have some sort of encounter with a lighthouse or something? I'm not sure. Well, yeah. You might have mentioned something about that previously, but at the moment I don't know. Didn't mean to zoom in there. Bit of a ridge going along this. Looks a bit strange. I think it's too narrow at the top. I think it's too narrow. That doesn't look right either. Maybe like that, and then the which one? What did you what was that called? The one in Plymouth, Smeaton Tower, right? That yeah, I keep saying it looked a bit like that with the shape at the bottom there. So I think that could be nice. It looks it doesn't look that like a lighthouse at the moment. Looks a bit strange. Maybe more like that. Like this. I think someone Leafy Greens. Hello, welcome. Thanks for the follow. And GZ11. GZ11. Yes, hello. You probably come from Fully Lounge, right? Is that right? Am I right in guessing that? Anyway, hi. Welcome. Let's rechat. The walls of a lighthouse are quite thick, especially if it's at sea, because it has to withstand waves. Is this lighthouse going to be at sea? Well, it's not going to be that far out. It's going to be next to the road, basically where the bridge was. A bit down then on the rocks there, but still on the coast, basically. Research, right. Is that about the Smeaton's Tower? It might be. Life Inside a Lighthouse Keeper's Story. 1994, right. I can't watch that right now, but I will after the stream. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if I'll do it today, but it definitely sounds interesting and helpful in this case. Research, right. Per cube next to it that has the size of a human for scale. Okay. Right, so that's how tall a human is when they're standing next to it. I mean, I could, if it's the height again, I could just scale it down a bit so it's just the height that's the same. So the door would have to be like that. I won't actually knife this in, just so I can see basically what it would look like. Yeah, and then the stairway. It seems a bit thin. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just me. Yes. Alright, I'm going to plop myself off. I still got some work left to do and I want to be done before tomorrow's evening. Right. Good luck. Have fun with Central Europe. So thanks for stopping by, Slovak, and bye. Thank you. Leaf Greens, hi. GC11, hi. Yes, hello. Bye, Slovak, you'll have fun. Hi. Yes, plop. Oh. So it would be exposed to waves and storm. No. I meant make a cube that has the size of human, 1.8 meter, and then use that for scale, 1.8 tall. Right. Let's do that again then. So that's like that. So that's 0.8, no, 1.8, like this. This is the position. That should be right. And then make it thinner. Maybe like this. This is the approximate size, I'd say. Not that wide. Maybe make it a different object? Do you mean this? The cube? Not sure what you mean. If a human went into that, it'd be like that. Then they could go up this. Yeah, it looks a bit small. I'm just comparing it to your lighthouse. Well, to the one you modeled, Showered Ice. And this looks very small to me. Like there's barely enough space for anything. Yes. I'm not sure what the yes was referring to. I could make it wider. Sure. Lighthouses are quite cramped. Yeah, but yours looked bigger. Maybe it was just because this was further outwards. Like that. There is one that looks like this. I think it's in Australia. I really don't know, but there is one that has this sort of shape, a lighthouse. Yes, make this a different object. Right, but what? I don't want to model a human. I want to model a lighthouse. A sphere, I guess? Maybe cylinder. Is that... Well, nobody will go into this one. Yeah, that's true. But it should still be the size of one where it could go into. Like this. Is that good? The object? Forgive me if I'm being a bit quiet. I'm messaging a few people about some things. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Thanks for being here. 5 best lighthouse hikes in the Great Lakes region with Everest gear, right. Number 3, there isn't even a lighthouse there. I can't see it, at least. Right. That's nice. It's basically just houses with lighthouses attached, from what I can see. Alright. Yeah, that looks a bit like that. This one. I'm going to do a UV map of this. Lighthouses don't need to be big. Yeah, but yours had like rooms in it, and it looked. I'm not sure. It looked much bigger than this one. Lighthouse. I call it LDT Lighthouse AO. 512 by 512 should be enough. The texture size, no alpha, blank, should be fine. This should be on that, right? And then unwrap it. Well, I've just unwrapped it. I'll have to bake it, the ambient occlusion. So, oh yeah, the light, right? This, like that. That looks alright. It looks a bit grainy. I think it should be alright. I mean, I'm going to paint it as well, so that should be fine. It depends on how far away it needs to be seen from. Yeah, that is true. Needs. Alright, yeah. I am here. Hello. Hello. Right. Yes, hello, Chris. Welcome. I'm modeling a lighthouse for OMSI 2. Yes, for my map. Yeah, this should be a bit further up. And then like this. That looks better, I think. It looks basically, to me, this looks like a milk can where there's something inside that's pushing the lid open. It looks a bit strange. But yeah. You've baked the scale ref into the map. That is true. You're no better than the people who built this place. Oh, wrong reference. Where's that from? I have no idea where that reference is from. Is it Doctor Who? Probably isn't. Right, I would... I'll paint it later on, the texture. So, windows. I think windows will be a separate mesh, which will probably be painted just black, plain black, without any detail on them. It should be enough. Like this. I know, because here will be the entrance. So like this. I'll make the first window up here. Going up and then further up. Probably like that. And then another one. Should there be another one or not? Another window. I mean, yeah. I'd say so. So the first floor would probably be here. Around there. Maybe make it a bit bigger. The window. Maybe even have two on there, why not? Like this. Bit outward so it doesn't clip through. Maybe another set further up. Yeah, that should be fine. Then I've got to actually assign those meshes to the text as well. So like that. Then bake it again. Because it's messed it up because meshes have been added and it's been remade basically the map. The UV map, right. That's 16 pixels. I think 2 would be enough. Like this. That's better, I think. Which it puts around this, basically, on the map. If Kangfang modeled trains for trains. Yeah, I have no idea how I would even start with that. I have started a few... actually, I'll save this mesh. Own scenery objects, LDT, props, and then LDT, That's strange. Why is the blend file outside of the folder? Anyway. LDT Lighthouse. Lighthouse, right. Keep in mind where the winding... Oh, yeah. That is true. But again, you probably wouldn't even see it. Because those 4 other windows that are on the floors, on the rooms itself, in the rooms, and those are the staircase ones. Lighthouses don't really have 2 windows next to each other because they need a high structural sturdiness against waves. Alright then, sure. Let's remove them again. That is a fair point. Did you look at the link? No, I forgot. I had, yeah. Alright, Jurassic Park 3, right. Right. Yeah, that's the reference then. Yeah. I didn't actually listen to it, but yeah, I saw the what it said, like the title. That is looking good already. Thank you. True. Also keep in mind the height of floors. Tomorrow I won't have online class. Yay. Nice. Get the reference now? Not really. I mean, I've seen this from Jurassic Park 3. I don't have a clearest memory on that film. I do remember some parts of it. But yeah, it's been years since I last saw it. So this... right. You're out of the floors. So this will be the first floor. Probably. Like that. So, should be like this. And this window should be up a bit more. So like that. So if this is standing next to it, should be like this. Yeah, and then should go around. The next floor should be maybe there. About the same distance away. So that should be around here. Well, yeah, sure. And this one should be on there. Right. I could remove those now. I might need them again, so I will leave them. Well, I'm not sure. I really am not sure. Maybe that would look good, actually. So there's maybe 2 black strips going down it. Well, across it. Right, I had to unwrap it again. Now it should work. Tomorrow, alright, yeah. I literally linked to the exact sentence of code. Sure, I'll listen to it. 1 second. Where is it? Right there. Okay. Right, I get it now. Yeah, with get the reference, I thought you meant if I remembered where it was from. Oh, never mind that. I didn't remember because yeah, it's been years since I last saw it. But yeah, I can see the resemblance now. Oh, and he's cut and he's off. Yeah, I was listening to the link on that computer, on that screen. Maybe you should actually leave the scalar thing. Yeah, it could be nice. Wait, is that computer on speakers on the left? Left, yeah, left. Yes, now it is, yeah. When I listened to it, it wasn't. Right. It was before. I remembered, and it's been just as long since I've seen it. But yeah, you've seen it more often, the movie. Jurassic Park movies, you've seen it much more often. I think I've only seen it once or twice. But you've seen much, much more often than that. From what I know, at least. That's not right. The first locomotive that Paradise or California is going to make. That is nice. That one. Yeah, that is very nice. I'm not sure if it'll be the first one I'll make. Or if not sure if I will make any locomotive for trains. But it is a nice one. I have started one. I think, yeah. April last year. Got it here actually. I've called Thundercloud. If you look up flying buffer beam, then you'll see this sort of locomotive. I've started this. Obviously you can see the wheels, nothing at the moment basically. I don't really know how to model those in the valve key and everything, but the base model I have sort of done yet. It's not finished by a long shot. I'm not sure if I'll ever continue it. But yeah, that's the most recent thing I've done in terms of train modeling. And it's not for a specific program either. I've just started it, so just to play around with modeling a train again. Well, not train, a locomotive again. Oh, is that Thomas the Tank Engine US edition? Imagine that if they changed for every episode the entire the cast design, so every locomotive is their American equivalent for the US edition. That would be that would be something. I think it looks more like actually no, it's not US. Oh right, from the link you meant. Oh right. I thought you meant mine. Yeah, that is true. It does look like one of those. Especially since the smoke box plate at the front is boiler plate, I think. No, smoke box plate. That, but especially since that's white as well. You're on the wrong screen. Oh, you scared me. It looks like a good start. Thank you. It's a Southern Pacific shop switcher. Yeah, I can see. All right. Never heard of that term before. Right, so the base of it looks a bit strange. Huh. Is that good or not? It's even an 060. Alright, yeah, that is true. When I saw the image, I was thinking, what character in Thomas was in an 060? Like, which one? Like, Belle wasn't. She was 462, I believe. Percy was 040. Wilbert was one, but that's Railway Series. I just didn't think of the obvious one. Yeah. I would make the foundation a bit thicker. Even thicker? I mean, I could do, since it'll be in the rocks, but It's a good idea. Maybe if I made it like this and then extend the top part. That could work. Maybe if I made a helipad next to it, would that be a good idea? So like this, and then the right bit on there is just a helipad. Is that a good idea or not? Like this. So that helicopters land on there. Because you wouldn't really be able to get there anyway if there's rocks all around there. So that when you place it, and obviously there's a mob to play with. Yeah, it's true. Also, a staircase leading off the foundation would be nice. That's true, but I don't quite know where it would go, or if it would go into the rocks. It doesn't even need railings. Right. Nah, if it's that close to the road, it doesn't need it. Yeah, but how would you get down to it? Because the road, I could just quickly do a piece of road where the road would be. The road would be around there, I'd say, where the bridge is. Well, like this more. And there's the gorge there, and the lighthouse. It's an embankment basically next to on the rocks there. Not sure how you would get there, but sure, I'll remove it again. Sure. This is the cutest Southern Pacific loco I've ever seen. Make a little key. Almost looks like a narrow gauge loco. Yeah, that's true. I never knew about that one. That is nice. That would be Percy if there was Thomas Tangent. Probably. Key, so... I'll quickly look at reference pictures on here. Key. British key. That's spelled wrong. British. I think Ghost Lady is here now. She made the light flicker. Alright, so she was here before. Right. That's Vancouver. Literally, I searched for British key, and the first picture it shows is a key in Vancouver, British Columbia. Livington key. Right. Like that, you mean? Almost looks like an yeah. What a strange sentence. That would be Percy if it was Thomas the Tank. Yeah, that is true. Or a little dock / pier. Yeah, but I don't quite know where the water surface is, and the rocks formation exactly, so I don't know how I should model it exactly so it fits on there. Like the surrounding area. I could... I'm not quite sure. I could load up OMSI. That's Gen Safari. The Southern Pacific 20, originally built by Baldwin in 1880, was originally an 042 steam dummy. A locomotive disguised to look like a trolley car, so it would not frighten horses. You can find a photograph of the engine in this configuration and the fascinating history of this engine on the Traveltown Museum website. The engine has 36-inch drivers and 12-inch 16-inch cylinders. It weighs 20 tons and it is 22 foot 6 inches long. The round canisters behind the smokestack smokestack and sticking through the cab roof are for sand. It looks like it was converted to oil at some point. The fuel tank is a very odd design, and there's no smoke box door. Apparently they had to remove all the bolts to clean the smoke box. Alright. Interesting. Interesting information. So that the boats can dock the link, right? Right. Alright, just the little steps that go down. Yeah, I could do. Right, sure. Yeah, then this sort of design isn't that good, is it? Where you like with the platform up on the top there? Yeah. I'll merge it back. Actually. Not sure. Right. You know what? I'll do it like this. Like that. And then I'll just extend it manually down. Like this. The normals are flipped, as I can see. Flip normals. That should fix that. Well, most definitely should fix that. Then Smart TV, and then I'll do the steps. Like that should be fine. Yeah. The lip looked okay. Yeah, but if I do steps that like go down, it would kind of be in the way, wouldn't it? I could still add it in later if I really wanted it. If I really wanted it. So like this. That's too... I need more steps. Well... like that. Yeah, hopefully this should be fine. I'll make it narrow, don't worry. Yeah, those are huge steps probably. Actually, I'll make it go around a corner. Like this. And then down there. Like this. And then maybe a life ring there. That should be nice. That could be nice. I need a torus for that. No? I think she's trying to communicate, Ghost Lady, with me. I'm not quite sure what she's trying to tell me. She's just doing it every now and then. Do you do what you think looks good? Alright. Will this work with the rocks? Will you make the stairs narrow gauge? Yeah. Could you put the stairs in an OMSI? Not really. I mean, what do you mean exactly by that? Here you go. Links to bull. What did I say? That's what... Why would that make sense? Tell me again. I'm not sure what I said. If she asks you to open her box, don't. Ghost lad. Lady. Yeah, ghost lad. Not sure if she'll appreciate that typo there. Are there stairs, objects, slash plants in OMSI? You said you needed a Taurus. Alright. Yeah. I think Ghost Lad still works. Yeah, but I'm not sure if Ghost Lady would appreciate being called that, even if it's by accident. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I'll replace it. I'll place it again. $11. Maybe that's better. No, 12. Let's go 12. Huh? This. Oi, Ghost Lad! Yes? Oh, I mean... What do you mean? Yeah. Of course, you don't know. Right. Smooth shading. That should be... like this. 80. Not 180. That's too much. 80, 79, 70, 60? No, the 60 is too little. 61. Yeah, 61 works. 61 just about works. XD. Yeah, of course. Nah, there should be one up there. I'll delete those again. 11. Maybe 11 does work then. Yeah, that should work then. That should be fine. Make it smooth. Smooth, right. Like this. That looks strange. I'll do it individually. Like this. It still looks strange. Right, alright, yeah. I'll do it like this. This one I'll do like this. 3. Should be fine. And that one I'll also do like that. Right. It still looks a bit strange. Now this one looks thicker than this one. That should be fine. Hopefully. Just doing the holder thing. Either Ghost Lady is living with Kango Finger, or Ghost Lady is just bored and decides to visit Kango. Perhaps. Flat shading adds an extra vertex per face that uses it. Yeah. Ghost Lady and Ghost Laddie. Yeah. True. Right. Like this. That does not look good. I'm aware of that. Like this. Tilt it a bit. What's the number there? Minus 40. Also 40, right? Right. I think that looks alright. So it's just sitting in there. Sure, you won't be able to get it out, the life ring, but you don't really see that. You just think, oh, it's a little holder thing. Oh well. I see, yeah. It would be attached to the wall. Do Bill. What would? Do you mean the... What would be attached to the wall? The life ring itself or the... Which part? I mean, if it's set into the floor, it's okay. Alright, then I'll just leave it like this. And I'll bake the texture again. Actually, I'll have to get it on there first, these meshes. Oh, not video editing. Like that. On there. It's black, that's fine. Like this. Right. It looks a bit grainy, but it should be fine, because you'll just see it from there, basically. Maybe even further back. That should be absolutely fine. So yeah. Looks a bit like an N64 prop for a Nintendo 64 game. The quality of the textures and the low poly nature of this prop there. Wasn't even my intention. I'll just put the door object here. The cube for the that should be the door then later on when I actually get to painting it. It already looks kind of like a door, like this. But that's just because it's not updated yet. Like this. Yeah, I could easily fall off there. Should probably extend that a bit. Right? I could actually reuse this human-sized prop for a mooring or something. That could be nice. Right, let's unwrap it again. Right. I think that looks good already. Secretly steals Ghost Lady's credit card and passes it to Charles. She doesn't even know what that is. The first credit card was created in 1950. Right? But from what I know, she's older than that. I mean, from what I'm guessing. She hasn't told me anything. Well, she is a lot older. But I thought you didn't know her age. I think she's very old. I'm not trying to bully her. Yeah, I wasn't thinking that. Also, how long should this jetty pier thing be? Would this be big enough? Well, technically she's only a few months old. Well, let's not get technical then. But in universe, she's very old. I don't know exactly. Right. Okay then. This should be fine then. I'll make it a bit wider. And I will actually place some of these down there. Obviously I'll size them a bit smaller. Trying to get this pacing correct. Maybe with the top part a bit wider, I'd say. Maybe not that wide. Maybe like this. So does this look good to you? If you're watching this? That's like moorings. I think it looks alright. Too long. Right. Only have the platform at the bottom of the stairs. Alright. Ask Ghost Lady if she ever saw a locomotive. She's not saying anything. I could try. Alright. She's saying... Alright, that's just the wind. I thought you'd said something then, but... Because it's obviously only with psychic power, so thinking the thought, and then she responds. But I thought she responded then, but it was just the wind, probably. You'd have to ask her when she next appears on one of my streams. Yeah, but who's saying she can't appear here too? Oh, actually... Oh, I've got an idea. I've got a good idea. I mean, hopefully it's good. Just thought of this. How about there's another room down there? In the base of the lighthouse. That could be nice, couldn't it? If there's another entrance here. I think that would be really nice. That could be really nice. Is that a good idea or not? So like that, basically. Is that good or not? Yeah, but think about the waves. Yeah, that is true, but is that, do you think it's good or not? Having it there. So if humans that big, yeah, I think you can actually, no, it's not that. Shift F, that's the one. You can actually fly around like that. So if you would be walking like that, see the life ring. That's a bit. It's a bit big. I think it's, yeah, it is too big. That is too big. It's a bit too big, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Actually, I'll resize the entire thing. Haha. Well, not the entire thing, because then the proportions would stay the same. Like this. That's better, I think. Shift F. Okay. Regarding waves. Would that door be good / safe in a storm? I'd say yes. Oh, alright, that thing. The Tesla tower. Right. Was that near waves then? You said regarding waves, that link. Think about how the foundations continue in the base and how practical / safe that door / window / room would be in a storm. Yeah, you're right. It probably wouldn't be that safe. I mean, I could always rotate it the other way in Blender. But then this might not fit anymore. I mean, we could have a look in, well, not Blender, OMSI I meant. We could have a look in OMSI, what it looks like there, and then if it's needed, still, we'll still change some bits. Wait, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, 6. I'll do this ring again because it doesn't quite match. Not cylinder, it's torus. Go do it again. Right. 6 is this one, then. Is that right? Seems a bit too high detail. Yeah, that does fit, but it's a bit too high detail. Well, it's not limited to solve. No. Let's do 6 as well. That should be better. Right. So like this. Have this go a bit outwards. Like that. Now it isn't turned the right way. This is better. Like that. And then deselect that. Then center it. And then remove the bottom bit so it only connects to that ring. Right. Also apply smooth shading again. And then we could have a look again if we walk around. EM waves. Alright, those. Right. I get it now. Test in orange. 23-second delay. I see. You'd use a 2D plane with a texture. For what? For the ring? For the... Do you mean for this ring there? For the... Yeah, maybe. But I'm not sure how alpha textures work yet in OMSI. So I don't think I'll do it right now. Even the beacon will probably not be see-through. It probably will have a night texture, but I don't think it'll be see-through, at least not at the moment. So there's the ring. If you walk like that, there's the sea down there. Would be. Actually, let's usually add a plane for the sea. Sure, we'll delete it later. I'll do it like that. So let's save. Actually, yeah, let's unwrap the ocean as well. That didn't work out well. Yeah, let's not. Hopefully this works. Yes. Let's just add it without baking it in. Then heading up the stairs like that. Up here. There's the lighthouse. Going in. Up the stairs. Then onto this little deck there. Yes, it's quite cramped up there. Maybe if it... This would probably be better, yes. It would still be quite cramped, but... Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. And let's delete the ocean again. Right. Huh. Yes. I can't see it. Huh. This land is OMSI, presumably? Yes. Indeed. It is. Right, that's not part of the texture yet. I was thinking we could maybe import it this stream. I'm not sure if we'll be able to. Actually, I could start parallels now and then... Actually, no. I'll put it on the shuttle first, because I've got a USB drive, which I use to copy things from Mac to Windows. So I have to put it on there first. And sometimes that crashes the computer. I don't know why. But putting things on there, also copying these to other computers, also crashes it for me. Sometimes. If I've just restarted it like I have before the stream, It usually doesn't. So if at some point in the stream it just cancels the stream, then you'll know. It'll probably be that which has happened, and I will let you know in the chat. But hopefully it won't happen. Right. So export it as .x file. Okay, that's it exported right there. Actually, no, settings, forgot those. Done there. Apply modifiers. That's right-handed. I think I've left it at Y because it's just X format, not O3D. Export it again. Right. I'll switch screens now. It'll probably be this screen until Parallels is loaded up. Actually, no. I will probably switch before that. Where is it? Scenery objects. There we go. LDT. Props. Lighthouse. Quickly rearrange some things. Right. LED lighthouse. I have to bake the thing again, but that's fine. Thank you. That's fine. Yeah, I'll have to bake it again. This one. It won't take long. I just have to click the button and then export it. Save as image. Should be fine, yeah. Why not? Then have a look at the other mod. The canon I've done. And probably copy that. For the most part. Right, so like this. I know you can't see it. So delete that file. Put it in there. Texture. LDT Lighthouse, that's what we'll call it. Right. This should, in theory, work. I have no idea if it will work. Hopefully it will. It won't have a night mesh yet. I've not done anything with the texture apart from a normal ambient occlusion bake. But it should work. I'll copy it onto the shuttle now. Hopefully it won't crash. If it will, the stream will just cut out and I'll tell you in the chat. I'll copy it. Actually, no, I'll rename it first. LDT Lighthouse. Right. I copy it onto the shuttle now. It didn't crash. That's great. That is actually great. Right. So I'll start Parallels now. This will take probably 10 minutes, 6 minutes, somewhere around there. It's starting Windows up right now. There you go, Mr. WL. Texas Bacata. Is that a bull? No, not a you, I mean. Alright. Don't know why I said bull. Yeah, you, of course. since you, I mean, you are asking for it. If you type it as YEW, then someone's bound to make that joke. I know what that link is. I ain't falling for it. Yeah. And sacred Scottish yew trees. Also seems very interesting. Can't watch it at the moment. I mean, maybe I would have enough time for that, but I'm not sure if I would be able to watch it live like that if that's with copyright and everything. Probably wouldn't risk it. Worse than Rickroll at this point. Is it really? Shuttle didn't crash. Someone tell Blueback about that. Hehehe. Well, he's already crashed, Blueback. 200 years ago, in fact. In one word? Why is in fact one word? Anyway, yeah, true. I brought that on myself. But only in one timeline, I think. Maybe. Yes. I mean, if there's parallel timelines, then this yeah. I really don't know. So it's still starting up Windows. For us, it's about 100 years in the future, the crash. Actually, I could read it here, the chat. I won't even have to look back here. Because it's flipped, it's actually, yeah. For me, it's in this direction, but for you, it'd be in that direction. The other screen. Right. In fact, are in fact 2 words. Count them. You're typing it as 1. That's probably a joke that I didn't get. A bunch of bots are watching. No. Oh, so there wasn't a joke. In fact, 1 are in fact 2 words. Count them. I can't see the stripes on your shirt. Yeah. How do you know that I've got stripes then? If you don't know, this could be, for all you know, this could just be a white T-shirt with orange rim, I guess. But yeah, it is a bit hard to see. Mainly because it's cut off here, the screen, the webcam. I'm saying a lot. We've been over this. I've read your mind. We've been over this. Right. Alright, yeah, I keep forgetting that. Yeah. But I wasn't even thinking of the t-shirt, so would that really make sense? I don't think so. I mean, even if you could read the mind, then... Unless you... I mean, it depends how deep it goes. Ooh, I'm getting a close-up from you. Of you. The screen, yeah. It is the live screen. It's currently... It's still starting up. Of you. Oh, yeah. Read that already. Yeah, there are stripes on this. You can see. Yes. But yeah, it's a bit strange that you knew that, even though I wasn't even thinking of the shirt there. Bit strange. So how are you all doing today? Great question while we're waiting, but I'm genuinely curious. How are you? No, are we getting a close-up of you? I'm this about as close as I can get. Without, well... Not sure what you're asking. Right, it's in Windows now. It's still starting all the... It's still building up, basically, but it is in now. It's in the desktop now. Mr. W, was treibst du so? Was treibst du so? What are you up to? Yes, that is what it means. Was treibst du so? Playing game and watching Diz. Oh, what a game are you playing? If you don't mind. Sounds interesting. I mean, I'm not sure. But yeah. Because your leaning is so close that we're getting a close up of you. Alright. Ah, I see. Yeah. Indeed. I mean, I don't see, but I see the text. So yeah. Do you think it'll work? The lighthouse? Do you think it'll actually import correctly? Do you think I'll be able to place it down in the map? Or do you think it won't? What do you think? I think it will work. Kind of funny, you're gonna hate it, but it's a professional wrestling game. Yeah, I mean, if it's not your kind of thing, it doesn't mean you necessarily hate it. It's more like if you're not interested in something, yeah. But right. Still, I hope you're having fun with it. Shuttle ride. Where is it? OMSI to scenery objects. LDT. That's right there. So LDT Lighthouse. There we go. Copy that over. It's copied. Do you think it'll work or not? The lighthouse. Place your bets now. Place your bets. It's just starting Steam now. Then after that's started, I'll have to start OMSI, which will also take 6 minutes maybe. But yeah. Well, I thought you would actually actively dislike it because it's violent, and I doubt the fact it's staged makes any difference to your feelings about it. Yeah, well, I'm just not interested in it. I don't know the game itself. I mean, if it's done well, if it's made well. So I would probably not like playing it myself, but yeah. I can't have... well, yeah. Basically. If I don't even know the name of the game, or have seen anything of it, I can't really say if I... Well, yeah. I can assume whether I'd like it or not, but... Yeah. Lag stutter. Or stutter. Not in my end. Maybe the wind. It's made well. Yeah, very smooth, which is really important to a game like that. Alright, yeah. That's for most games. With OMSI 2 basically, with OMSI 2 that is an issue often, the lags. Oh, update queued. What's updating? Something's updated with OMSI 2. For me, he's freezing a bit. Alright, yeah. Freezing a bit, yeah. I would very much doubt you'd like it. Yep, you're probably right. Right, it's in. I might as well switch screens now. And Twitch is setting the screen resolution down for me. Oh, that is unfortunate. Yeah. Stream, right. Maybe if you reload it, it would work. Or maybe you could manually set it up again, like the option. But yeah, not sure what I could do about that, or if I could even do anything about that. But yeah, some part of OMSI is currently updating. Probably one of the bus DLCs. That's my guess. I don't know what it is exactly. But after that's done, you can see it's nearly done. It's quite fast. 20 more megabytes, and then I'll start it, the editor, and then I'll try to place it. So yes, will it be? Do you think it'll be able to be placed, or will it not work? The lighthouse. You might like the science and terms behind it. Also the storylines, although the main professional wrestling company has utterly pants storylines, but not the concept of itself. Alright. Well, what other storyline? Well, what is the company's storyline then? Maybe that could be interesting. Good thing, I mean, you said it's pants, but still it could still be interesting, like the way it was told, perhaps. Good thing I've prepared the shower, since you've schwitzed the screen. It's double E's. Yeah. I think you will be able to place it. Right. You've prepared the shower. Right. Okay. It says 100% here. 100%, but it's still not done. It still says it's updating. Hopefully this won't cause any issues. I think you will be able to place it. Alright. Nice. Thank you. King Fango, not just single storyline, but it's meant to be storylines of the wrestlers, the feuds basically. And the booking, good God, the booking. Oh, it sounds very boring to me. Just being honest. Yeah. Professional wrestling rant mode. Activate! Yeah. You think so? I'll try pausing it and playing it again. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, it just sounds like stage drama, so that peeps like watching it more. Yeah, I've also heard that with like boxing matches, for example, and wrestling probably as well, nearly 100% sure as well, that they're, of course, that they're like staged, so that one of them intentionally doesn't, well, I'm just using boxing for example, for an example, so one of them intentionally doesn't hit the other so hard until like 3 minutes have passed or something, and then knocks him out, and everyone thinks that it's the other one did actually do quite well, but in actuality it's actually just staged. So yeah, this isn't working. The download thing. Pause. Maybe if I went into offline mode. I'll try that. Definitely as well. Yeah. Definitely. So, for example, there's this guy who had a long 21 match winning streak at a single show of the year. One guy steps up to take him and loses. He also tries to go against him the next year, but the one with the streak says no. And the mental decay and obsession with heating the other guy is shown. Or beating, right? Solid, I'll use names. True, but in drama... But drama in movies are staged too. But with boxing, it's not that publicly advertised that it's that it's actually just drama and staged. It's more like it's presented as an actual match between two people. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't working for some reason. The download just doesn't stop properly. Resume. Let's try resume it. Maybe that'll work. You can't start it until it's finished. I've already pressed resume. There we go. Maybe it'll work this time around. Shawn Michaels caused Undertaker to lose a match, making sure Undertaker went against him rather than going for the title. It all ended with Michaels versus Undertaker career versus streak, with Michaels losing and being retired, right? Yes, and in movies it's also boring without a good story. If it's just, oh, I'll beat you, then that's just not that interesting to me, unless it's a moving that focuses on decay into madness and explores the human psyche probably. So it's the fact that it presents itself as real that you don't get. And who says it's not? There are good revenge stories, but it's not easy to make them interesting, to me at least. Yeah, I mean, that trope, it's just used so much. The bad guy who, like, with a battle with a good guy, and then in the sequel he wants revenge and everything. And he strikes back, and then, I mean, it can be interesting, but it's very much used, the trope. Yeah. Look at this. It says 22 hours, 1 day. This tiny update that's already finished is saying 1 day, 10 hours. 2 days. It's not working. It doesn't work. Right, I'll try stopping Steam. Oh, got started then. Right. I'll read it in a bit. Let's start it again, Steam. There we go. Where was it? Right. The WWE, the main company for professional wrestling, has rubbish storylines in booking. I'll admit that. Yeah, with those losing/winning streaks, it just feels like a lie. Like it is not pre-decided when it is. Yeah. Yeah, you do have to suspend your disbelief to watch it. I'll admit that. Yeah. Right, it's opening up right now. I've had to cancel the download because it wasn't finishing. I've had this happen a few times before. Yes, it would be like someone saying, right, let me tell you a story. It's a lie, but to enjoy it you have to believe that it's not a lie, but rather fact. Yeah, it is quite, I do see similarities, definitely. I mean, it's not that much of a story, but I do see that the example applies quite well. Right, it's in offline mode now. Actually started in offline mode. I'll do the update probably. Alright, I have to update it. Oh, that's annoying. Right then, let's try it again. Hopefully it'll work this time. But even though the fighting is the main part of it, it's more than that. It's the ear-wrenching cheering or pop when the fan's favorite guy finally wins. After not just kayfabe or fake authority oppression, or when an old favourite returns. With a film, it's clear that it's not real. Well, very few films actually say this is a lie. Yes, because that's the norm with stories. Yeah, there are a few like documentaries, for example, that are real, or at least, or also stories that are based on real stories. Like for example, the Duel movie, like Steven Spielberg's first movie, the television, with the Peterbilt truck that chases down the red car. That story was actually, I think, one of the producers, or one of the, I think one of them, actually it happened to them. That scenario, I think at night, some truck chased them down at night, or followed them, I think. And I think that's where they got the idea from, and then it was written, and then the movie was made. I think that was, I'm fairly sure that it was the producer. But yeah. So it is based, like the story itself is based on a real event, like inspired, but right, it's finished now, finally. Editor, okay, let's start now. Good. It'll hopefully be in 5 minutes. In the editor, right? When a story is true, that's when you call attention to it. Right, exactly. Professional wrestling is a collection of stories, and wins and losses are the next chapter. I don't watch a lot of full feuds, so I can't really give good explanation. And even though it is staged, I would say it's very difficult not to notice and appreciate the athleticism and timing and talent during it. Yeah, I mean, alright. Pretty shack something. 4 viewers watching. Welcome, hello. If you're not the ones who are currently watching, in which case, well, yeah, just still watching. So yes, yeah, I get that. But for me, even if I enjoy this type of thing, the fact that my emotions are being manipulated like this by the organizers while they're trying to convince me that it's real would be a deal breaker. Either be upfront about it or have it be real. But this is like this. But like this, it feels like I'm being cheated, and I'm supposed to ignore that. It's like watching a movie based on a sport like Karate Kid or Rocky, but the fighting takes more of a central stage. Right? Yeah, I agree with what Charlotte said. It does seem a bit strange, even if you know that it's not real, but you're supposed to buy into that. It does seem a bit... yeah. Where surely the realism of a movie is a highlight of how good it is. Yes, and that they try to convince you that it's real. Yeah. That is true. Wait, are 2 hours gone already? That is so strange. I started at 8 p.m. and now it's 21:47. I really did not realize that time going by. I was just modeling a lighthouse fairly quickly, for me at least. I did the baking, I did the little pier jetty thing. I started parallels, and now nearly 2 hours are gone. That is quite quite surprising. Yes. I'd argue that every single movie tries to convince you that it's reality, that it's really or presents itself as real. Real, not really. Alright, yeah. Is my tone coming off as standoffish? I really didn't mean it. No, it's fine. It's just sharing of opinions. And, yeah. Most movies are not trying to convince you that they're not movies, but rather actually happened. With the exception of found footage films. Yeah. No, not at all. Yeah. I'm not sure I get the difference. I mean, with wrestling or boxing, from how I understand it, it's like they make you want to believe that it's... I mean, with films, everyone knows. For example, if you watch The Shining, for example, you know that it's a movie. You know that it's a a script that was written, the actors played it, you know that it's all not real. And like everyone knows that. If you go into a cinema and a theater and watch it, they know that it's not real. But with boxing or something, wrestling, it's like it's not that openly shown basically that it's not real. It's like they're pretending that it's all real, but yeah, like if you go into the building where the boxing match is, it doesn't say on the outside who's going to win or something, even though it's already known who's going to win. So yeah. Right, it makes the people believe that the match is that's actually a match and that one of them could actually win, even though it's already set that the other one wins, basically. That's how I understand the difference. Like if something is trying to convince you, quickly to your drink. Water. Right. Like if something is trying to convince you that it actually happened, surely it's trying to convince you that the events that occurred were real. If in a wrestling match they said, right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very exciting program for you tonight. The performers have rehearsed it tirelessly and you'll be amazed by who comes out on top. It'll be different. Yes, I agree. Kind of, that's true, but it's difficult not to notice that it's not real. A simple Google search, I think. Yeah, but it's still, yeah. Well, movies don't try to convince you that they actually happened. Then I misunderstood what you said. You're buffering a lot for me. Kind of thing. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Maybe reload the page. Maybe try that. I think that could help. I'd say reload the page now. I'd argue that it's about losing yourself in escapism. That's a big reason why I watch movies, read books, play games. Yes, that is true. Yeah. And was that that is true? Was that referring to you reloading the page or what Mr. W said? I'm assuming the latter. Right, where's the thing? I want to place it now. I want to place it. Let's quickly head over there. Quickly. Can't believe it's 8 minutes till the stream is ending. It feels like I've just started. Maybe like 1 hour has passed. That is very strange. Like it really feels like it's just 1 hour. Like I've started at 9 o'clock and I've still got an hour to go, but no. Oh well. There's always next week, I suppose. But we'll see if it imports. Well, if you can place it, basically. Hopefully it'll work. Shadow has already betted that it will work. So have I. Mr. W, do you think the Lighthouse will import correctly, or do you think do you think I'll be able to place it or not? The Lighthouse. Place your bets now. I'll place it shortly. The object. Movies / books / games are fake and don't pretend otherwise. Although I'll read chat and then you have. Right, I certainly hope so. Right. Nice. Yes, movies / books / games are fake and don't pretend otherwise. They can be very realistic and they still don't pretend to be real. And as for it not being dangerous, ask Spike Dudley about that. A spot, a notable moment in the match where he was choke slammed, lifted up by the neck, and then slammed down. Oh yeah, to the outside of the ring. Now tables are used as more impactful spots, but actually help to cushion the blow of an impact. Spike Dudley was choke slammed outside of the ring and missed the table outside with everything but the back of his head. Oh, that seems painful. If movie / book is depicting a real event, then it has just take that. Lighthouse, just take that. I certainly hope so. Yes, me too. Like based on real events, you can do a little bit longer. Alright, that's nice of you. You can, right. Well, I didn't say it wasn't dangerous. I say yes. Alright, I'll try it now. It will place. Hopefully. I really hope so. Lighthouse. There we go. Moment of truth. There it is. It has no textures, but it is there. Right, there it is. You can see it in all its glory. In all its, Oh. Look at that. It's got the rock texture on it. It's changing textures. Look at that. It's got the plant pot texture. This, the box thing. That is so strange. Look at that. What's going on there? I'm genuinely interested. What's going on there? Look at that. That is strange. That is extremely strange. Well, what do you mean by pretend to be fake? The book never states that it is or not real. I know you didn't, but that's always that non-professional wrestling fans always say. By default, book by default book/movie/film is fake, unless it's a history book or documentary or something like that. Yay! Metamorphing Lighthouse prefers to be corrected by Charles on the definition of metamorphosis. Not this time. Right. Yeah, it's really strange. Look at that. Actually, I might place the guy beside it, the actual figure. That might help the scale. Hopefully the scale is correct. I think it is, but I'll check still. The guy with the walkie-talkie with the high visibility jacket on. I'll place him on it. Lighthouse, are you there? Clipped by Shadows. Yeah, I was hoping someone would clip that. Thanks. I'll have a watch of that later. After the stream. Right. Quickly place them. It looks mirrored. Well, as if professional wrestling. Yeah, mirrored. I'm not sure. Alright, yeah. It does look mirrored. Huh. Maybe it's the right-handed, left-handed thing, the import settings. That could be the reason. I have to do it again then, if that's the case. But at least it imported it all. Let's place one there. Yeah. It fits perfectly. I really like this. That looks really good, I think. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Him. Right. Why doesn't it work? Right. The model, that's in there, it works. Texture, Lighthouse AO. LED Lighthouse. It's really strange. Well, I'll read chat. Well, as if professional wrestling, but it presents itself as real and doesn't mention it's rehearsed or staged, and neither do books explicitly mentioned that they were written, especially not fiction that is written as, for example, journal articles. Mario, Yahoo! Not Bing, Google, Firefox, or Safari, but Yahoo! Yeah. That is what I really love. Although personally, I wouldn't use Yahoo. I'd rather use Safari. I am using Safari. But yeah, this is what I really love. This is what I really love. Even though neither of you are really interested in the subject at hand, you're still willing to talk about it. Thanks so much for that. It really means a lot. Yes, that is alright. Can Fango maybe do something to change the texture to a more artificial material? Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't even want it to have that material. It's really strange. It automatically assigned the rock one to it, from the rocks below. I have no idea why I did that. And now it's missing. Right, because I've moved it probably. There we go. I'll try to export it again the other way around. Actually, remove doubles. 0 vertices, that's fine. Normals should be fine, too. I'll try backface culling. Yeah, that is fine. I'll leave it on though. Also, I will extend the base so that it goes further in. So down, basically, so it hits the sea floor. Definitely hits it, right? Like this. I'll unwrap it again. Right. Okay. Now I'll... It seems fine. I'll try to export it again. Direct. I'll try leaving it like that and just apply modifier so that it's left-handed instead of right-handed, the model. Right. Like this. Hopefully it won't crash this time. Yes. Didn't, thankfully. Okay. LDT light. There we go. There we go. I'll delete it again. Well, sure. Hopefully it'll still be there when I open the map. This shouldn't take as long as before. Me opening it, right? SW. It's all about what you expect. Movie, fake book, fake documentary, real journal, real spots, real mainstream media, censored. Right. What are the errors meant to mean? Maybe you need to change a config file? Yeah, no. The config file is fine. It's just the model export itself that I think is causing the issues. They mean what I expect from that thing by default. Right. So, movie, fake book, fake documentary, real journal, real spots, real mainstream media, censored. Yeah. There we go. Default, right. Okay, I think I get what you mean. And when a thing betrays that without telling me off the bat, then I feel lied to. Yeah, it's buffering here too. Well, again, I would argue that movies and books don't tell you off the bar that it's fake. For example, of a documentary is fake, but didn't explicitly tell you. Well, the orientation is better. The orientation is works now, but it's still the. Just look at what it looks like. The material, it looks strange. Oh, I think I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. Hold the presses. I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. Right. Of course. Why didn't I think of it previously? It's so. Yeah. Of course I need to add a texture. I've got that. I've got that part. Right. Image to movie. Then that same image. To do it via that. Right. It's now on there. Good. Now I can unwrap it again. Bake it. Save it. Export it again. Direct. I mean, I'm almost certain that it'll work now. Apply modifiers, that's fine. The other bits. Model, right? Save it. Quit it. Then hopefully it won't crash again. Didn't. That is great. Yes. I'm almost it's almost definitely that's the issue. Right, it's starting now. I'll read chat again. I will pull the microphone closer so you can actually hear me better. Where is it? Right. For example, if a documentary is fake, off it says, but didn't explicitly tell you that it is real. Right, off. Yes, it was off. For example, if a documentary is fake, but didn't. Right, yeah. Not sure, but yeah. Well, they don't have to because they're expected to be fake. Hence, why I said when a thing betrays that. Yeah, that's true. But for professional wrestling, it's obvious enough that it can be forgiven. Can I find it quite glitchy looking? Will that be a problem during the route? Hopefully not. I think it's fixed now. We'll have a look shortly when I've read through chat. I've not experienced anything like that before either. Be interesting if... Right, missed that. If it were expected for wrestling to be fake, not because of experience, but rather because they openly tell you, then yes. But in this case, it's more like someone lying to you so often that you come to expect what they say to be false. Yeah. That is true. Be interesting if there was a thing that showed you who was typing in chat. Then I'd know that now, no probably, how long Sharace's things would be to me. Yeah, I'd like it if you would enable that. In Discord, it is there. But Twitch hasn't got that. Probably because if it's just an option, that would be good. But if it's like if it's streamers with few thousand people watching, then there would always be someone's typing, like several people are typing all the time. But yeah, Shara's things would be to me, right? Well, Vince McMahon did once avoid attacks of his professional wrestling company by, in short, stating it was fake. Right. What do you mean lying to you often? Yeah, but he didn't yell it at the audience because the match began. Before the match began. What you've said is another leaked bit of info. Alright. It lies to you all the time. Well, practically all the time. Unless it's an unscripted promo where most of the time the superstar is slagging off the company. But again, so do books and movies. Sorry if this is getting repetitive. Nah. It is now expected to be false. Again, it's obvious enough that you can do it. Like you can slow down scenes and see people falling back when being hit. Yeah. Or rather before being hit, if it's staged. I guess the question of, is someone trying to convince me that it's real when it's not? And by that I mean that they actually want you to believe that it is real, not realistic. It is. Yeah. Right. I'll try it now if it works. I'm almost certain that it will. Almost certain. We'll see. Hopefully it'll work. Well, I wouldn't say they try to convince you it's real. Not now, but that can't be really said for wrestling in the 80s. But it presents itself as real. Right. I'm really enjoying this. It is better now. Alright, I know why. I have to export the UV map again, but I think it'll work now. I'll export it now again. Yeah, I know why it's not working. I've baked it so it works, like the texture works, but I haven't exported it again. Because I extended the base and that... Yeah, of course. Right. That's that done. I'll copy it on to the shuttle. And then it should, in theory, work. Didn't crash. That's always good. Okay. Now I've got to replace it and put it into OMSI as well. So, Lighthouse, texture, put in there, right. Okay, so, right. Well, oh yeah, that one. Wrestling companies don't care if you think it's real. They, like all companies, want you to exchange money. Shoulders, I know I've needed a good debate. Right. That is good then. Right. So it's just starting up. And I'm 0.98% sure that it will work now. The texture. And probably in the next 2 weeks I will paint the lighthouse so that it has details like red and white on it, all of that. And the light, the life ring as well. The next stream will be Train Simulator probably, or well, trains maybe ATS, ETS2. I haven't decided yet. I really haven't. And then after that will be OMSI again. And then you'll see it. Kevin, you missed one. Above, I'm really enjoying this. Oh, did I? I read that. You must have missed it then. Yeah, look, it does work. I will read it again. Look, it works. It doesn't fit in correctly yet, but it works. Look at that. And he's standing on the little pier with this walkie-talkie. That is lovely, isn't it? It's a bit out of place at the moment because it's not textured yet, but it works. I'll read it again. Well, I wouldn't say they try to convince you it's real, not now, but that they can't really be said for wrestling in the 80s, but it presents itself as real. Yeah, that one. I did read. Sorry about that. Yay, that's fine. Well, as long as they don't come out and inform everyone who is interested in the sport that it is fake, just not saying that it's real isn't enough for me. If I didn't know anything about how these type of things worked, I'd be fooled into thinking that it's 100% real. Whereas if I watched a movie/book and did not know anything about it, it is still clear that it is crafted. Yay! Love the contrast of it too. Great work. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I will quickly go into the actual game and drive past it just so you can see what it looks like, maybe from both sides, so going from source and then from the other direction, and then I'll end the stream. So yes. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Maybe I'll also add a handrail on it after all. Maybe not in the maybe not. Maybe just on the top platform part. I don't know yet. Will you upload the lighthouse to the DLS? Would I have to do PBR textures for it? I'm not sure. I don't know how to import things apart from reskins into trains yet. You do, which is great. I'd have to go through tutorial too, but I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll actually release the lighthouse on Fellows Film once it's done. That's a good idea, I think. Right, latest state of map. No. Well, sure, let's do that. Yeah, that should be fine. Again, probably comma, I'd say. The L. True, but I'd argue that's mostly due to the way it's presented. With book, you have title and the main thing that gives away the author's name. Well, you can generate them in Blender. The author's name? You can generate author names in Blender. Being as it presents itself as real, it would look odd if it said booked by Paul Heyman, for example. That is exactly my point. Yeah, kind of. I know the PBR textures. I don't know how to do that yet. Probably, I think with the node thing, with the node things. But yeah, kind of. Well, technically yes, you can. Right. Interesting. Yeah. It's just loading the actual game. Then I'll quickly drive past it from both sides and then I'll end it. As I said, that's not the company convincing you it's real, just trying to present it in a realistic way to heighten enjoyment of the thing. That's why it argues why found footage art and movies work. Right. Blender can run Python scripts, so yes. Right. True. As I said, I only ever used Python. Actually, no, twice. I used it twice. I used it once with the bus thing, where I thought, I followed a tutorial where I thought the end result would be that you could drive it around, but in the Blender game engine, when that was still a thing. But it was just supposed to fall down, then drive off slowly. So yeah. Screenshot for a thumbnail. I'd probably use the Blender in Blender, the one. Maybe. Or maybe in OMSI. But that's good reminder. Also, the other thing where I've used also, I'll quickly go to the Canon so that you can enjoy that while I'm loading the bus. Right. The other thing I've done is the little marble, I call it that, I believe. The game where you roll around as a marble in mazes. And that was quite fun doing that. It was quite easy because the levels, I could just do them in Blender and then just run the game and then just right then try it out. That was quite nice. But that doesn't work anymore. Reason one is that the Blender game engine doesn't exist anymore, so I can't run it anymore. I'd have to recreate it in Unity, and then that'll be a whole nother thing. Reason two is that even when it was still a thing, there was a bug where the screen flickered a lot, and even after quitting Blender, the screen continued to flicker, so that was quite concerning. What bus should we go for? Don't want to spend ages on this. Let's do that. Hopefully it won't crash. Well, it won't crash, but hopefully it won't lag. But again, with found footage movie, you have directed by Mr. X, and the cast listed on the back. I've never been to a professional wrestling show, a sin which I intend to change, but I presume they don't say that stuff on the match program. Donator LXT, yeah. That was, yeah. That's based on, because in Brixham, there's in Berryhead, like the little thing goes out, the little peak thing. On that one, there is a cannon as well. It looks a bit different to this, but there's a cannon, and it says, I'm not sure what it says exactly, but it's also a donation thing, where you put I've looked in there in real life, yes, and there are actually coins in there. Yeah, it's not being used anymore, the cannon, like an old school cannon. So yeah, that's what it's based on. I might actually add a shadow to the cannon as well when I find out how to do alpha textures. Right, let's spawn the bus. Registration, let's do L house. That's nice. Let's spawn in at source, and that seems good. For me, it is being presented as real and not just realistic. Perhaps that is only the view of someone who knows basically nothing about it, though. Exactly! Exactly. That, my friend, is my... Dutch. What do you mean? Not sure what you mean. Sure, with real and realistic, I'd say those two are very similar when it comes to entertainment media. I would argue that they are very different. Sci-fi film, which has photorealistic graphics, you cannot tell the difference to actual photographs, is still not real, but rather realistic. In that case, is there a fake difference between found footage and professional wrestling? Both present themselves as real, but possibly not realistic. I'll quickly drive down there. So, where should I spawn it? I'll spawn it there. I'll place it there. Like this. That's nice. Also, I can't wait until the Gemini 2, like, Gemini 2 looks like basically like this one from the front with the lights, but has different rear. That'll be fun when that comes out. I'll definitely be reskinning it into, not that, into first X53 livery, the Jurassic Coast one, the old one. And it's lagging the game to bits. Right, can't use that, sorry. I mean, the quality is great of the bus. All the little details, amazing quality. But it just lags for me, sadly. On Grundorf it's different. On the map that comes with it, it's a really simple map, but on mine it lags. And in Bus of West Country it lags with almost every bus. A lot. Especially in the Paynton area. Let's use a different one then. Let's use the Mercedes Bendy bus. The converted one, yeah. Let's use that one. Professional wrestling isn't real and sometimes realistic. Same as found footage stuff. A drama by Shakespeare performed on stage is realistic, but not real. Right, it's loaded. Let's use the Ecomatch Bendy one, right. Ecomatch is the ZF Ecomatch is the transmission of it. I think it sounds the best. Probably because it reminds me of the ZF transmissions in the Right Renowns and Optia Spectras, which I've been on in real life a lot in the past. Years and years ago. I think 2014 was the last I've been on one. Yeah, probably. Actually, no, 2013, I think. Let's do... Sure, let's do Stagecoach livery. Right. Okay. Even if the graphics are real and the story could actually happen. Right, it's realistic but not really, yeah. Well, with found footage, I think it can be similar to wrestling, depending on if they genuinely want to convince the audience that it is actually real. Yes, that can be very similar. Found footage stuff, but be it art or movies, is, I would say, quite obviously untrue. As is professional wrestling. You don't need to add a spin to a splash from the top rope to make it have more impact. The most telling feature is that referees aren't made of glass. Honestly, a slight breeze and they're down for minutes. Right. Right. So this bus right here is actually a German one, Mercedes. It's been converted to right and drive over a weekend. Literally a weekend, converting this bus to have the steering wheel on the right side. Basically flipped, the entire bus flipped, but all of these things here on the dashboard unflipped, so it's the right way around again. The texture basically and gauges. So there are a few issues with it. I like it a lot, since the only right and drive bendy bus that I know of. The ticket machine is still German one, but that's fine. There we go. It's still a bit laggy. Oh well. Hopefully it'll be better soon. £94 set, right. Okay. Let's look at them. The lighthouse. Squeeze through this. I'd argue that in all fairness, found footage guys don't really care if other people think it's fake or not. Right, being as we're talking about found footage stuff, you heard of Trevor Henderson? Don't think I have. Maybe try coming out of first person mode? I could try that. The frame rate's pretty much the same. Unfortunately. But good suggestion. Oh boy, I can tell Shad is writing a long message. Yeah, there we go. I guess the difference is that found footage is part of a medium, film, that is expected to be fake, whereas wrestling is part of a medium, competitive sports, that is expected to be real, where cheaters are usually disqualified. For example, in a horse race if a horse race was fixed, people would probably raise quite a fuss. Nope, XD. Yes, called it. Yeah. Shoppleford, Brenghar, going in that direction. Queens and Charlebrine, no, not this time. That rhymed. Queens and Charlebrine, not this. No, well, not really. Anyway, haven't built there yet. We're going this way. We have built quite a bit. It's strange. Why is it lagging this much? Maybe it's because of the... Oh, right, that could be it. The neighboring tiles count is quite high. Right, I think... You can't see the entire map, but there's a large part of the map which I've already built in OMSI. So yeah. That might be why it's lagging. That's probably it. It's not loaded anything back there, but that's fine. Again, true, but aren't documentaries films too? Trevor Henderson is a great found footage artist, the guy behind Siren Head. Ah, right. Oh yeah, that's where I've heard their name before. Yes, I remember now. On a documentary film, it says documentary. This essentially saying, hey, I'm not fake, I actually happened. That's true. Professional wrestling is a fake version of a true thing spots. Right, I'll reach out afterwards. I'll quickly look at what the lighthouse looks now. That looks like. There we go. There's the lighthouse. Look at that. That is nice, isn't it? Look at that. I've done this in this one stream. I've just started 2 hours ago, a bit more now. 2.5 hours ago. Right, half an hour gone already. But there it is. It works in OMSI. For the longest time, I didn't even know how to get any object into OMSI. And now I do. Scenery objects anyway. Might have this as the thumbnail. Actually, is there another view from the outside on this bus? Nah, there isn't. But yeah, there it is. That is nice. Just look at that. We've just modeled this in Blender and it's now in the game. Yeah, I really like that. Can't wait to see it texture and everything. Yeah, you can see there's the issue I talked about in a previous stream. Oh, bug, more like. Where normally it's focused on the front part of the bendy bus when you drive around, but if you go into the interior view of the of the rear one, of the rear part, then going on the outside view after that, it automatically centers around that point for some reason. If you go cab view and then out again, it centers around this one. It's a bit strange, but it's fine. So yes, that's the lighthouse. I really like how it turned out. Right, I will also go the other way. I wish it didn't lag this much, but it's fine. Just about fine. Yeah, I can't wait until the actual UK bendy buses are released. Like the Veiling, the Right Eclipse Fusions in real life. They've dubbed it the Veiling because of copyright issues, but I can't wait until those are released. Just listen to that. Quite difficult driving like this, but oh. There it was. There it is. There we go. Slight detour there. Rechat a bit. I'll rechat soon. There it is. Window isn't openable as far as I know. Maybe it's one of these buttons. Actually, yeah, it is, I think. No, that's the kneeling. No, it is the window. And it actually changes the volume of the sound. Thumbnail. Yeah, I know. The thumbnail. That is true. I'm not sure how to... I think there was already one where it went the other way that I could have gotten. Actually, I'll drive on it properly and then maybe... I'm really happy with how it turned out. The lighthouse. And it actually did work in the end. Also, attention to detail. Maybe open a few windows that from the thumbnail you wouldn't see probably anyway, but might still be nice. Like that. Yeah, you would not see it. Maybe like this, the thumbnail. That could be nice. Or maybe from up here. Nah, you wouldn't see the lighthouse then. But yeah, the scale is actually accurate. You can see he's about as tall as the door there. There's the life ring. I really enjoyed the stream. I will get rid of this dummy human object thing. I'll probably move it down a bit so it's inside of the thing. So if I need it, also with this one, well, I'll probably delete this one. But yeah, that is really nice. Yeah. So next time you see that, it's probably going to be textured. Well, next time you see it, or in the next stream. It's not textured now. But yeah. Also, we do want to get off here because the stream is going to end. So let's just ring the bell. Where is it? There we go. Stop. It made a really quiet sound. Let's get off them. On the next stop. Can you actually hear the game? Right, you can. That's great. Huh? It's not steering through the cursor out again. Oh. We'll get off at the next stop, then I'll read chat and I'll quit everything. Drifting the bus. No. Don't want to drift the bus. Ah. Excuse me, Mr. Dennis Dart, mini pointed arch. Arriva mini pointed arch. Let's just stop it right here. Right. I won't let the people on here because, well, I'm not actually driving now. Let's put depot on there, why not? And I'll read chat. Yeah, they're going away now. So that I did do correctly, the HOF file, the destinations file. Right, let's read chat. Quite a lot. Depot on board, there we go. Also, switch off the engine. Actually, I'll go back to the lighthouse so you can actually see it while I'm reading chat. Something like, don't want to waste too much time on this. Right, something like that. I was thinking. Yeah, okay. Right. Where was I? Where was I? Right, I'm a fake. I actually happened. Hey, right, yeah. That's true. Professional wrestling is a fake version of a true thing, sports. Again, they have to call it a documentary, because if all films were expected to be real, then that wouldn't be necessary. Yay, the lighthouse! Thumbnail! Chant. Yay, the lighthouse! thumbnail. Right. Sure. Thanks. How does saying documentary make it obvious that it's fake? If something is classed as documentary, surely it's more likely to be real. I said not fake. Oh, my bad. It's very nice. To Mr. W. It adds so much to this map. You mean Kanga, presumably? Oops. Oops. Right. It does look really nice, though. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yes, I was looking at the lighthouse. Right. Thanks. Us. Oops. Oops. Me too. Us. Oops. Me too. Alright, yeah. Again, though, I'd argue there's nothing absolutely explicit in books and films that say that this is something that someone else has come up with in their head. The same as wrestling. Right. Thumbnail. Because that's the norm with the medium. Medium, yeah. Yes. Well, I would say thumbnail. Alright, the charm thing. Well, I would say, even though I have no actual idea, that there are just as many non-fiction books and documentaries as there are fiction books and fiction films. Sure, guys. Do you not really like found footage stuff because it presents itself as real in that case? That may be so, but the ones that are depicting real events make it that clear. That's to the previous one. Make it clear the ones that are fiction do not. Where was it? Jumped. It jumped. Where was it? Right. I think we are talking about the same thing here, just from different angles. Yeah. Yeah. And is that the form? Form? And that's a recipe to make it really confusing. Norm, my bad. Right. Yes, it's great, isn't it? Yes, I'd say that's Norm. Positively wonderful. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the lighthouse. But surely doc films aren't the same category and are not the norm as normal documentaries are. What's the difference between doc films and documentaries? Well, from what I thought you meant, doc films are documentaries about things that didn't happen, although I've now remembered that they are dramatized tellings of events that did happen. That was a mistake on my end. I was only talking about documentaries, doc films about things that actually happened. I think there's been some confusion here, I do get your point about professional wrestling being kind of deceptive and a form of another thing that is real. None of this has been exactly clear. The confusion thing, right? It's the whole mass of points and debates. Arg! Well, I enjoyed it. As did I. Thanks again for putting up with me. Anytime. King Fango. Right. Okay, yeah, sure. I have the cam down because the horizon is lined up with the top. If this is the thumbnail, it will blend into the sky. Yeah, you're right. I thought it was just for reading chat. I didn't think that would be the thumbnail. Let's yeah. Read the rest of the chat. Right. I also admit that it could possibly be a bit crushing for some people to realize it's not completely real. I can't remember what it was for me. I remember I knew the finishes were fixed, but the match itself wasn't. Now, as far as I know, as well as the finishes, certain spots such as tables, counters, and the like are staged, but non-moves such as strikes and that don't really have an impact on the match aren't scripted and are made up with a performance on the fly. Yeah, I would have thought so too, about the individual moves. I agree with this, unless it's vital to the match. But I think that when most people realize it's fake, they'll be old enough to take it. Yeah. Hang on, there's a meme in here somewhere. That depends on how betrayed they feel. When you realize professional wrestling is fake, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if that would actually count as a meme. Well, I guess so. If they put a lot of time and energy in it, then I would think it's quite the impact. Yeah, that is true. And it does actually go all the way to the ground. That is good. Yes, I have thoroughly enjoyed this. Might actually make that thumbnail like that. Probably won't because I didn't actually drive this bus. But it's an option. It is an option. Like this. Not sure. Perhaps. The right renown didn't drive it. And I didn't drive this right renown either. These are the Emitter Madness Convert ones. But it still looks good, I think. It's not the best quality, but I still enjoy driving it. Mainly because of the sounds. Right. Right, so I'll switch screens again. Right, so let's quit this. Shut down, right. Let's re-chat now, shall we? Right. Okay. Where is it? As you would say, org. Right. I wouldn't say betrayed, as companies aren't trying to betray them, just trying to present it as real to hide enjoyment rather than belief that it's real. Nah, that's only due to a bad joke. Yeah, of course. You could still feel betrayed. True, and wrestling fans aren't known for the most stable of psyches, probably. 1 H hours later, right. Not sure what I was referring to. Is that a comment on yourself? Before you realize it's fake, wow, well done for winning the match. After you realize, wow, the black mass roundhouse kick tooth, fantastic timing and rehearsal. That black mass roundhouse kick took fine. Right, I thought kick tooth. It said that black mass roundhouse kick took fantastic timing and rehearsal. Right, makes more sense. Right. Yes. No. Right. Of course. That's an optimistic way of looking at it. Yeah, what's a way of looking at what? I missed it. Anyway, many thanks for the lovely stream, Finger. That's right. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I did as well. Tooth? Ha! XD. Yeah. Yeah. Surely you've known me for long enough to know that I live in optimism. Well, the black mass would be able to kick a tooth out. Yeah. Not quite the pleasant thought, that. Yeah. This, Mr. W. Yeah, that's a lot. Thanks a lot. Alright, yeah. Yes, you're very welcome. I've quit Parallels now. And next stream will be Sunday, same times. Probably driving game. I'd probably drive Train Simulator with the high mag, probably from Kingsware all the way to Brixham. So that'll be fun. So 1950s or 60s, more if it's diesels. So yes, that'll be fun, probably, if I do that. Not sure yet, but hope probably that. Anyway, yeah, thanks a lot. Stay on Twitch for a bit after he's finished. Right, I can't. Snap. Right. Oh well. Well, I've put Twitch DM. Answer when you can. Right. To Shadows. So yes, that's the stream then. Thanks everyone for watching. Shoutouts. Right, nearly forgot. Paradise, he's actually, who's still here? Who is still here? Right. Slovak isn't, he's dead. Just for a bit. But apart from that, Leafy Greens, GC11, not here anymore. Bye! Right, yes, bye! Shoutouts, share quickly. Paradise does streams Tuesdays, Saturdays, Saturdays 9 to 11 p.m. All British time. You don't have to stick around for this, but just shoutouts. And Tuesdays 8 to 10. He has route building. Great. US route, trains route, very nice. Milton Valley Railroad, 1950s era, diesel transitional era. He is doing sugar cane plantations. He's just finished with them, I believe. And yes, so that's very interesting. Well, he's just finishing them. He does also Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 streams and Train Simulator streams. I always say them the other way around, but it's Train Simulator and then Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 on Thursdays 8 till 10, and then Fridays 8 till 10 as well. Game development, Ghostly Venture, so first person game, creepy game. So yes, very nice stuff, very interesting. Also, Slow Eagle is part who's a bit the start of the stream. He does. He's a part of the Central Europe team. Huge, they make a huge route for trains called Central Europe. Bit downscaled, but very detailed and very huge still. There's also other members part of that. Dostachko, Swader Gaming, the Brand K, Prisoner, Zefek, all of those. Also more. So yes, very interesting. If you've got trains, then you'd probably be interested in that. Yes. Best True, he doesn't stream at the moment, but still, he's watching still. So yes. Right, that's that done. So see you next week then, everyone. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed, everyone. Bye. See you soon.